Hello, I'm Audrey Weltman-Kelly of RKP Productions, here to welcome you to Bus Tour, the fourth and final one-act of the Alaskan Roadhouse series, written and directed by Dick Reichman. RKP Productions also wants to thank Anchorage Community Theater for their support with our Zoom theater project. More importantly, we want to thank you for your support by streaming the one-acts as we've presented them. If you've missed one of the presentations, or if there was a one act that you want to see again, well, I am pleased to announce that all four one acts will be available indefinitely, free of charge, for streaming by going to our website. That's rkpproductions.com. You'll find all four productions listed at the top of the page, and please share them with your family and friends. We also have to thank all of the wonderful actors whose time and talent helped make the entire Alaskan Roadhouse series come to life. This has been a labor of love. We've learned a lot about Zoom theater, and we're proud of what we've accomplished. Now we're looking forward to live productions on a stage at a black box theater somewhere here in Anchorage. Please watch our website for details. Right now, though, it is time to meet the cast of Bus Tour. They are at the Gold Mine Lodge. Here's their order of appearance: Matthew Falvo, Jamie Nelson, Krista Schwarting, and Hannah Greene. Let's go join them now.
Bus Tour. Summer. The Gold Mine Lodge. On stage is a sales counter covered with Alaskan tourist trinkets. Behind it stands Greg, a boy of 16 or 17. Alone on stage, he is reciting Shakespeare from a paperback book.
It's soft. What light through yonder window breaks? It is the east, and Juliet is the sun. Arise, fair sun, and kill the envious moon, who is already sick and pale with grief, that thou, her maid, art far more fair than she. Be not her maid, since she is envious. Her best livery is but sick and green, and none but fools so wear it. Cast it off.
What are you doing reciting that airy-fairy stuff? Don't you know what time it is?
What time is it?
It's 3 o'clock.
So?
There's a bus coming at 3 o'clock. Don't you ever look at the schedule. Now get this place tidied up quick. Here's the new calendars we ordered, and here's the new postcards. I want you to lay them out so they're real prominent, and get rid of all these old ones. They're the same as they got in all the gift shops across the state. These new ones are different. They should sell.
Okay, Dad. I'll get to it after supper.
After supper? The bus is coming now.
Yes, but...
Don't give me any yes buts. You can't be lazy if you're going to succeed in business.
I don't want to succeed in business. I want to be an actor.
Nonsense. It's like I told you before. People don't need theater to get along. What they need is money.
Let's not get into that again.
Dramatic scenes for young actors. What are you reading this garbage for? Why don't you read the book I gave you?
The Fundamentals of Retail Management?
It's a good book. Read it.
I can't wait.
Or someday when you're old and drunk and broke, you'll say, my dear old dad, bless his soul. He told me the truth about money, but I was too darn dumb to believe him. Now get to work on those cards and calendars.
I hear the bus driving up now. There's no time to lay the stuff out if you want me to give them the tour.
I'll give them the tour. You lay it all out all nice and neat so that when I get back, we can hit them with the hard sell. And I mean you too. None of this standing behind the counter staring at your fingernails. Come round front, gab, work the crowd, make some sales.
I hate that. It's so dishonest.
There's nothing dishonest about it. It's just greed, son. And greed is the most natural thing in the world.
I hate talking to tourists. They always ask the same questions. How cold does it get here in the winter time? Can you go outside? Can you start your car? Are there any bears around here? Where's the restroom?
You want to be an actor, right? Tell you what, I'll give you a character to play. I'll give you a role.
What role?
The next person that asks you how cold it gets, I want you to act like you've never heard that question before. Like you never even thought of it. You go like this. You go, cold? Well, let me see if I can recall. Seems to me it does get cold now and again. I guess it got down to 80 below a couple of times last winter. Most of the time it's minus 30, 40, 50. Nothing special about that.
You make a pretty good actor yourself, Dad.
Yeah, but the difference between you and me is I don't waste my talent on theater. Now get that stuff out of the boxes.
Okay. By the way, on Sunday, Tammy Jones is driving down to Anchorage to pick up her mother at the airport and see a show at the university. Can I go with her?
Sunday? We got 3 buses coming Sunday. I need you here.
I never get to go anywhere.
Smile, Shakespeare. Here they come.
But
Smile. Come on in, folks. Step this way.
right this way, please.
That's right. Come on in. Don't be shy. We don't bite. Okay. Welcome to the Gold Mine Lodge.
Welcome to the lodge.
This building here and the few odd structures around the property are all that's left of a town which, in the gold rush days, had a population of 500. Certain folks' granddaddies got mighty rich right where you're standing, because this was the site of, first door on your right, sir. This was the site of, yes, ma'am, we do indeed live here all year round. Step right, folks, come this way. As I was saying, this was the site of, how cold? Well, let me see if I can recall. Seems to me it got down to 80 below a couple of times last winter. Most of the time it's minus 30, 40, 50. Nothing special about that. As I was saying, this operation here at its peak, no problem. You can go outside when it's that cold, but you won't want to, especially if the wind's blowing. Anyway, this operation here was the largest. Sure, you can start your car, but when it gets down to 50, 60 below, nothing starts, no matter what. No, ma'am, I don't believe there's any bears around here. Haven't seen one since Tuesday. Oh, yes, indeed, sir, we do sell those. See my son, Greg. First door on your left, ma'am. Oh, yes, come right in, folks. We're just about to start the tour.
Come on, girl, you're going to miss it.
Come right in. Don't be shy, Missy. We don't bite.
Just stay outside while you do the tour.
Absolutely not. We paid good money for this tour. You are going to learn something about Alaska.
It'll be fun, Missy. You'll love it. Follow me this way, folks. Out this door to the yard.
I thought when we came to Alaska, we'd go outdoors. All we do is go from the hotel to the bus to the restaurant and back again. I hate this trip.
Snap out of it. This is a real gold mine. Where are we going to get to see a real gold mine back at home? Come on. Come on.
Okay, I'm coming. Just let me look at the postcards first.
Oh, make it quick.
Get the stuff out of these boxes now.
If you're interested in postcards, I've got some much nicer ones over here. These are new. They're really beautiful.
How do you know? You haven't even opened them yet.
You're right. I've never seen them. Maybe they're ugly.
Maybe they are.
I've also got some calendars here. Interested in a calendar?
No, I don't want any calendars and I don't want any postcards either. I'm sick of this bus tour. It's like being in prison.
Prison?
We sleep in tiny little historical hotel rooms. We eat in tiny little historical dining rooms. Then we ride on the bus all day long with the windows shut. And if the sun should ever come out, everybody pulls their shades down so you can't see anything. Occasionally, they let us sit in a national park amphitheater and watch a slideshow. I long for the great outdoors, but the only time they let us go outside is getting on and off the bus. We're prisoners of the Gray Line.
Maybe you should jump the tour and run away.
Maybe I should.
Come on, he's just about to start telling us the history of the place.
I'll be right there after I use the bathroom.
Well, hurry it up.
It's right over there. First door on your left.
What?
The ladies' room?
I don't need the ladies' room. I need to climb a mountain, wade in a river, walk on a glacier.
Oh, was that your mother?
My mother? No, oh no. She's just a friend. We decided to take this trip together, but I'll tell you, it's a real mistake to do a thing like this with an older person.
I'm sorry it's not working out.
Forgive me. You must think I'm a real jerk.
Why?
Being on this fancy vacation and complaining about it, well, you probably have to work all summer.
Me? Well, I don't have to work.
No? So how do you fit in here? Are you the son of the guy who runs this place?
His son? Oh, no. We're just friends. He has a hard time filling this job, so I help him out. And he's real grateful. This isn't the kind of work I usually do.
What kind of work do you usually do?
I don't do anything people normally think of as work. I live in a cabin in the wild, and I survive by hunting, trapping, and fishing. Sometimes I go gold prospecting, but I've decided to give that up.
Why?
Because people don't need gold. Can you eat it? Can you drink it? Can you make love to it? No, it's worthless.
What do you do in the winter?
Same thing. I stay in my cabin in the woods.
Does it have electricity?
Nope.
Plumbing?
Nope.
Amazing.
It's really not so hard once you get used to it. And it's good for the soul. You see, my people aren't native, but we sort of have a native point of view. We don't go into business to take other people's money. We believe there's too much greed in the world, and we don't want any part of it. So we live in the woods and take what we need from the earth and no more.
Your life sounds very ecological.
I hope so. What about you? What do you do?
Me? What do I do?
Where do you come from?
Come from? I live in Hollywood, California, city of the stars.
How exciting.
It is very exciting.
What do you do there?
Do? Well, I'm a... Promise you won't laugh.
I promise.
I'm a go-go dancer.
A go-go dancer?
Well, not the kind that gets right down to the nude. I work in a respectable place. I keep a bikini on and something around my chest, but not much else.
That sounds exciting.
It is.
More exciting than living in the woods.
Maybe it is. Maybe it isn't. I wouldn't know.
What's your name?
I'm Elizabeth Greer.
That's a great sounding name. Elizabeth Greer. It sounds like a movie star's name.
What's your name?
I'm Travis O'Callahan.
Travis O'Callahan? Your name could be in the movies too.
You think so?
I can see it now. Travis O'Callahan and Elizabeth Greer starring in, what should we call it?
Go-go dancer in the woods. How old are you?
19. And you?
22. Well, your life sounds pretty interesting.
so does yours.
That's right.
Sure is.
Well,
Well,
what do you want to talk about?
whatever.
Are you curious to know how cold it gets here in the winter?
Not particularly.
Or if you can start your car?
I don't have a car.
Are you wondering if there are any bears around here?
I figure you'd warn me if there were.
Of course I would.
Well, maybe I better get back to the tour. My friend is waiting.
It was nice to meet you.
Yes, it was.
Sure you don't want to jump the tour? I'll help you do it.
No, I've calmed down now. Where did they go?
Just walk out back there. You'll see them.
Well, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Naomi Bernstein, you get your lazy buns out here this instant. You already missed half the presentation.
I'm not interested, thank you.
Not interested? She's not interested. Of all my little brats, she is the most spoiled. The others, at least you take them on vacation, you spend a lot of money on them, at least they like it.
Okay, I'm coming. Just let me finish picking out my postcards.
Well, I am not going to stand here and ruin my vacation just because you can't make up your mind about some postcards. Come or don't come. I couldn't care less. Grab the bull by the horns or let life pass you by completely. But if you want to see that mine shaft, you better come now.
So, your name is Naomi Bernstein, not Elizabeth Greer.
That's right.
And that is your mother after all.
And I don't come from Hollywood, and I'm not a go-go dancer, so there.
I got my first suspicions when you said you were 19. You don't look 19.
You must think I'm really stupid.
No, I don't.
Of course you do.
No, I don't. Really.
You're just saying that.
To mess up is human nature. We all do it.
Well, this is really embarrassing. Time to go see the mine shaft.
There isn't any mine shaft.
There isn't any mine shaft. What do you mean?
It's a fake. There never was any mine shaft here. There never was any town of 500 or any gold mines. It's all baloney, fairy tales. Throughout all of history, there never was anything on the spot other than trees, muskeg, and this lodge.
So, where does the tour take everybody out there?
It's an old archaeological dig. One year, the University of Alaska sent a crew here to look for the remains of an ancient Indian settlement. They didn't find anything, but they sure left a big hole in the ground.
That's really funny.
So we tricked you and everybody else on that bus. But you're the smart one. You tricked me back and I fell for it.
So you're not mad at me for lying to you?
Not at all. Call it even.
And you still want to talk to me, even though my name's not Elizabeth Greer and something just ordinary?
Naomi Bernstein sounds pretty exotic to me.
It does?
I bet. There's 8 or 10 Elizabeth Greers in the phone books of Alaska, and not one single Naomi Bernstein.
You really think so?
I'd put money on it.
Where I come from, Jewish girls are a dime a dozen.
Where do you come from?
Passaic, New Jersey.
What's that like?
Dull. Dull, dull, dull.
Really?
Well, it's kind of nice too. It's got a lot of fancy houses and apartments. It's got some golf clubs and malls. It's got grass and trees. Not like some places. You'd hate it.
You think so?
But we all have jobs to do in this life. Not everyone can be a wild frontiersman in Alaska. Some of us have to be Jewish girls from New Jersey.
How far is Passaic from New York City?
Not far at all. You could take the train.
Is that like an overnight ride on the train?
Oh no, Passaic is a suburb of New York. You take the commuter train.
So if I wanted to go from Passaic to see a show on Broadway, could I do that?
Sure. You change trains once. Takes you less than an hour.
I think I'd like that.
Are you into theater?
Yes, very much so.
Really? So am I.
You are?
I'm really into it. We did Romeo and Juliet in junior high, and I played Juliet.
I bet you were great. I love Romeo and Juliet. I've been working on this balcony scene from the book of scenes for student actors.
I can't believe it. You're a backwoodsman and you do Shakespeare?
Why not? Let's read a little of this together.
Do we have time left?
A little. It takes a while to convince people that hole in the ground used to be a mine shaft.
Actually, I'm not very good at reading.
But you already played the part.
I was lying again. Another girl got the part, but I was that close, and I would have been better.
Well, this is your chance to do it with me.
So, you wear glasses?
Only for reading. Where do you want to start?
Anywhere.
How about right there?
I me?
Right.
Okay. I me.
She speaks. Speak again, bright angel, for thou art as glorious to this night, being over my head, as is a winged messenger of heaven, unto the white, upturned, wondering eyes of mortals that fall back to gaze upon him, when he bestrides the lazy pacing clouds and sails upon the bosom of the air.
Oh, Romeo, Romeo, wherefore art thou Romeo? Deny thy father and refuse thy name, or, if thou wilt not, be but sworn my love, and I'll no longer be a Capulet.
Shall I hear more, or shall I speak at this?
'Tis but thy name is my enemy. What's in a name that which we call a rose, by any other name would smell as sweet?
You are really good.
So are you.
I mean, really good.
You have such a way with the lines. You're so eloquent.
And you're so sweet and convincing.
I am.
We'd make a great Romeo and Juliet team in a real show, wouldn't we?
Dynamite. Being with you, I feel like I could do anything.
Me too.
In fact, you've inspired me to make a very big decision that I'm making right now.
What decision?
I'm going to run away.
Run away?
I'm going to jump the tour just like you suggested and run away. I'm not sick of the tour. I'm sick of Passaic. I'm sick of my mother. You saw the way she talks to me. It's embarrassing. I'm sick of my life. What I need is Alaska.
But where will you go?
I don't know. You said you'd help me, didn't you?
I guess so.
What did you have in mind?
In mind? Well, nothing. I haven't really thought about it.
Where's your cabin? Not too far, is it?
It's not too far.
Then tell me where it is so I can hide out there for a couple of weeks until they stop looking for me.
You want to hide out at my cabin?
With you here working to cover for your friend, I wouldn't even be in your way, would I?
You'd never be in my way.
Then tell me where it is so I can get away before my mother comes back.
Don't you want to think about this for a while?
There's no time.
But I mean, this is a really big step, and you don't really know me, and I don't really know you. I mean,
I thought you were going to help me.
look, Elizabeth, or Naomi, or whatever your name is. There's something I've got to tell you.
What?
It isn't easy to say.
What is it?
Well, to tell you the truth,
Tell me quick, hurry up.
let me put it this way.
Greg! Greg! Where's the keys to the breaker box? I can't get the lights on out there.
Don't you keep them in this drawer here? Yeah, here they are.
Thanks. What? You haven't even opened these boxes yet? What have you been doing?
I'm taking care of a customer.
No excuses! Gregory Nelson, if you weren't my own damn high school kid and working for free, I'd fire your lazy ass. Now open these goddamn boxes!
Gregory Nelson?
Yep. That's me.
And you're still a high school kid.
It happens to a lot of people my age.
And I guess you don't live in a cabin in the woods either.
Nope, and I'm glad of it. Do you know how cold it gets here in the wintertime?
Why does everybody who lives in Alaska have this need to tell me how cold it gets in the wintertime? You think they'd be used to it by now. I knew you weren't 22 when you told me. I should have listened to my instincts. How could you do this to me?
What? What did I do?
You made me think you're somebody you're not.
I told you that because I thought you wouldn't like who I really was.
You were right there.
You told me you were a go-go dancer in Hollywood. What's the difference?
The difference is that you were going to save me, and now you can't because you're just a lowly high school kid without a cabin.
I'm still me.
What is that supposed to mean?
When you thought I was Travis O'Callahan, you liked me, right?
I thought I liked you. I know better now.
It shouldn't make any difference. What's in a name? That which we call a rose by any other name would smell as sweet.
I don't believe that for a minute. How would you feel if you were eating cauliflower and you found out it was really a brain? Besides, you're not a rose, you're a liar, and liars never smell sweet.
I'm sorry, Naomi. I'm sorry I am who I am. But Travis is not really a lie. I mean to be like him when I grow up. I invented him as a role model. And you liked him. That means, in the long run, you must like me, but maybe not in the short run. Anyway, Travis will really exist as soon as I can get out from under my father's thumb, as soon as I can escape from the prison of childhood.
I'm sorry, Greg. I'm sorry that I got so mad. I did the same thing, you're right. Only I was worse. I don't want to become a go-go dancer. I just said that to create a sensation.
Why?
Because I liked you and I wanted to get your attention.
That's not what got my attention.
No? What did?
Your beautiful face.
Ah, that's embarrassing.
It's true.
Don't be silly. My skin is so bad.
Pimples are only skin deep. Real beauty runs all the way down to the bottom of the soul.
Reading Romeo and Juliet is going to your head.
When I first set eyes on you, I knew my life was meaningless and I would have to change. That's what real beauty does. It tells everything. If a woman is truly beautiful, a man can look at her and learn all the mysteries of the universe.
You have some very strange ideas, Gregory.
And I just had another one. Instead of you running away to Alaska, I should run away to your house in New Jersey.
You want to live in Passaic.
We could go see all the Broadway shows and go to all the auditions. Maybe we'll both get acting jobs. And maybe, if we're both lucky, we'll get our names up in lights.
Living in Passaic is not as easy as you think. There's my mother, first of all, and she will never let you in the house. Furthermore, you can't just go and see a Broadway show. Tickets are expensive and the theater district is dangerous. I've never been to a Broadway show.
Never?
No, never.
I'll come anyway. I don't care if I get to see any shows. I'll live on the sidewalk in front of your house. Anything would be better than this. It's not just my father. It's the cold, the dark, and my father. He's the worst. I have an artistic nature, and he's trying to snuff it out. I told him I could get a ride on Sunday to go see a show in Anchorage, and he says, no, I have to work. We have tour buses coming Sunday. I hate tour buses. Why shouldn't I go to Passaic? Even if I have to live in the street.
People are very nasty to the homeless in Passaic.
Do You don't want me to come, do you?
I just can't see it working out. That's all. How old are you really?
16? And you?
15.
I thought so.
We're just children. We can't start living yet.
What about Romeo and Juliet? They were 14 and 15, a year younger than we are.
And look what happened to them.
What?
They died.
You could see it that way.
Our situation is completely hopeless.
Do you believe in love at first sight?
Love at first sight?
With Romeo and Juliet, it was love at first sight.
No, I don't believe in it.
Why not?
I don't even know if I believe in love at all.
How can you say that?
Be honest. How much love do you see in this world? Not much.
I see lots. It's everywhere. I can taste it. I can smell it. I can feel it in my eyes. It's all around you too.
It is.
Very much so.
Maybe I was mistaken.
I think you were.
I've never really been kissed before.
I've never really kissed anybody before either.
I think it's amazingly honest of us to admit that.
I agree.
What do we do now?
We don't have much time left.
Let's run away together.
What do you have in mind?
I don't know.
Do you have any money?
No, she's got it all. How about you?
Not $1.
Do you have transportation?
I got a bike, but it's broken.
I guess that's that.
That's that.
It would be nice if you could open a door, walk through it, and close it behind you just to start a new life. Romeo, doff thy name, and for thy name, which is no part of thee, take all myself.
I take thee at thy word. Call me but love, and I will be new baptized. Henceforth, I never will be Romeo.
What man art thou that thus bescreened in night so stumblest upon my counsel?
By a name, I know not how to tell thee who I am. For my name, dear saint, is hateful to myself, because it is an enemy to thee. Had I it written, I would tear the word.
My ears have not yet drunk 100 words of thy tongue's uttering, yet I know the sound. Art thou not Romeo, a Montague?
Neither, fair maid, if either thee dislike.
Step right in, folks. I sure hope you enjoyed your tour of the old gold mine, because we sure enjoy showing it off. Come right this way.
First on your right, sir. That'll be $5, ma'am.
Step right this way.
Oh, thank you for the tour. It was great.
Glad you enjoyed it.
That's a ham and cheese. There's also turkey and cheese.
Naomi Bernstein. Naomi Bernstein. I am not talking to you. You missed everything. Now get back on the bus.
But I haven't bought my postcards yet.
We'll do it.
I don't have any money.
Here, be quick about it.
Step right this way, sir. Check out our gift shop.
How much are these?
We have a nice selection of souvenirs if you're interested.
That'll be $4.50.
Here's my address. Tell your friend Travis if he wrote Elizabeth a letter, she'd write him back.
I'll tell him, and I know he'll do it. Here's 50 cents back.
Bye.
First door on your left, sir.
Are you ready? Let's get out of here before you buy up this whole place. I am not talking to you today, but if I were, I could tell you a thing or two. But I'm not. You can thank your lucky stars for that.
What? You still haven't opened these boxes yet? I can't believe it. You're a nitwit. You had all this time and still I have to do it. Hold on a second, folks. I've got some new postcards here that'll really knock your socks off. As soon as I get the box open.